We're so happy to have you here with us as part of our Kunik community, as well as a resource for college admissions, which is very timely right now. Um, so, Liz is the director of college counseling at Gallon Education. She comes with 13 years of experience in high schools as a counselor. So, that's wonderful. She's going to offer us a wealth of knowledge, and she's here to guide us through the process, answer questions all about and around the college application process. So, anything that comes up, any questions you guys have, feel free to either pop your hand up or put it in the chat box. I'll be monitoring that. And all you, Liz.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the welcome, and thanks for the opportunity to be with this community. And as just mentioned, I'm a Kunik member myself. I have a 6-year-old daughter, and so I have lots of experience working with the bigger kids, and feel like I'm a newbie with my own. So anyway, it's great to be part of a community, and so one of the things that we're going to talk about today is kind of how to approach the college admission process as a parent in a way that is a little bit less kind of anxiety provoking, that I think anyone who follows the news on higher ed has heard that, it is getting harder and harder to be admitted to college, and the process is becoming more complicated over time. And so I think it can be the type of process that induces a lot of stress in students and their parents, and can cause kind of some family angst, but I don't think it has to be that way. And so I'm going to kind of talk about some ways to approach it that I think have basis in research and are can keep the peace in your household, as well as hopefully get good results for your children. So if you give me just a moment, I'm going to share. I have some slides, and then I'm delighted to take questions, talk through whatever is on your mind. So here we go. All right, and everyone can see still, hopefully. And so just a quick, I know Jess mentioned sort of a little bit about my background, but I'm the director of college counseling at Gallon Education, and Gallon is an independent education consulting company. And so we provide a number of different services, including test prep, academic tutoring, academic coaching, and then my branch of the business, which is college counseling. And so we work with students and families as young as ninth grade all the way up through college, and we actually do graduate school advising as well. And before joining the team at Gallon, I worked at a number of different high schools. Currently, I'm located in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm a Wisconsin native, but spent much of my early career in New York and in Boston at a couple of different independent schools there. So in my own sort of college journey, I was actually an athlete. And so I was recruited to play sports in college, and that was an important part of my college journey for me. So enjoy working with students who are considering playing sports in college, but also I think one of the things that I like the most about my job is just getting to work with a really diverse group of young people and helping them find the right match, whatever that might be. And so I've got my contact info there, and if you have follow-up questions at any time later, feel free to get in touch. But I think the goals of this presentation are twofold. The first is to give you some very practical tips to implement in your life with teenagers in your household. And then in addition to that, to give sort of some ideas for how you might approach the college admissions process broadly, like what sort of values you might bring to it that will help make it sort of a healthy process that fosters growth and not one that is, overly stressful. So I think some of the things I'm going to talk about today are kind of how to set parameters for your children's college applications, how to guide teenagers in finding balance in their lives and managing their time effectively, everyone's favorite topic, social media, and finally, sort of some thoughts on how to use the college application process to help teenagers develop resilience.